I think self-discipline is an important element here. Is learning to control that knee-jerk reaction. And does that knee-jerk reaction exist in me? Yes, it does. It exists in everybody. There are some things that you are just going to just automatically react to. And it's about learning to recognize those triggers in yourself. That this person is not doing that just to trigger you. Sometimes they do. But even in those cases, it's better to control the urge to react. Because what you're doing is you're playing into their game. But even if, oftentimes, it isn't done on purpose to trigger you. You get triggered because of whatever has happened in your life and the way that you perceive reality. Not allow yourself to be triggered, but to try to find the common ground between yourself and your brother and sister, whether they're Taíno or not, because a lot of times it's important to find common ground in other human beings who are not Taínos, or even indigenous. We're sharing this little rock, okay? And we better learn to start getting along, or else, literally or else, okay? So self-discipline, I think it's a key factor. Find your own, it's the spirit, the gift of the West, introspection. Go into yourself and learn yourself. Find and discover the things that trigger you so that you can then control that reaction. So it doesn't come out the minute that you see or feel or hear that thing that triggers you, and not react right away, but sit back. Find out why that person said that. Maybe it was innocent, Look what happened to the Taínos. Ramon Pane speaks about something that happened to this group of Taínos that were being Christianized. The Taínos had a tradition. The three-pointers? You know what a three-pointer is? The semi that looks like a mountain. Okay, those are called three-pointers. So you got, a point on each end. Usually they represent Yokahu, but there are some three-pointers that are not Yokahu, but usually they're Yokahu. Yokahu in his dormant manifestation. So these three-pointers, some of them were big, So oftentimes, what they would do is they would take these stone objects and bury them in the ground of the conuco, the cultivated field. And then they would pee on them because human urine is a fertilizer. It's a form of fertilization. So the whole act, the whole ritual was a fertilizing ritual. Yokahu is the Lord of life, the Lord of renaissance energy, reborn energy. So if you bury them in the conuco field, it'll make things, and then if you pee on them, there's that element of the fertilization, right? So the Catholic monks come, they're starting to teach these Taínos, the Catholic religion. They teach them the Our Father, the Hail Mary, and they sing hymns, and then they give them these statues of the Virgin Mary, the saints, and Jesus. And what do these people do? The first spring, when they start putting in the crops, they bury these statues in the ground and pee on them. Well, you know what happened to them? They were burned at the stake. So that was the knee-jerk reaction of these Catholic monks. These people, we gave them the sacred statues of the saint, they buried them and peed on them. So we gotta hang them. So we hung them, okay? You gotta step back. Why did this person do this thing that you feel is so offensive? Maybe there's a reason. Maybe there's something, maybe they didn't do it to trigger you. They didn't do it to offend you. Maybe there's a meaning to what is being said. So it's time to take a breath You know, take a deep breath, and look deep into what's going on here. Why is this person so angry with you? Why are they reacting this way? Sometimes I annoy people because no matter how much they insult me and offend me, I keep calling them brother. You know, I'm not your damn brother. Like, okay, well, you know, I like to think of you as my brother. You know, so I like to maintain that equilibrium of seeing this person as a relative, a person that is traveling on the same rock as me, needs the same things that I do, certainly, especially if they're Taíno. You know, we're definitely in the same boat. We're victims of the same grievances. So I don't want to be their enemy.